Hi, this is Scott Anderson. You've reached my technical review. First thing is, you can see that's literally the stairs that lead upstairs out of my basement area into the backyard, and you can see it is snow covered. The snowstorm came Saturday night around 10 p.m., and so we got inundated. Anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about a fun activity that's happening. So I have built a little mini display. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put this in the future. But that's my last three major books, Danny and the Corporate Ladder, Transitional Services, and my new one, AI Network Design and Architecture. Um, all three of them are available. I love the front cover of this one. That is that bear scratching his head. I just love it. And BBP is a great company to work with. They're doing my next book, which is Data Centers, How to Build AI, or basically designing AI data centers. Transitional Services is really the first book I wrote about what services look like in the future. And then, of course, my novel, Danny and the Corporate Ladder. So, always fun, always interesting. And, you can see there's the heater that runs, keeping the basement cool. And this is my battery operated speaker. I'm charging it. It's having a battery issue, but that is pretty normal. And then, of course, you can see all of my warm weather gear being charged. You can see that one is still flashing a little bit. This is a hand warmer. This is for my one jacket. This is for my other jacket, which I talked about last week. Um, then the other thing is I added a basketball goal here in the basement, right? So I can play basketball every once in a while. It's just mostly during long calls I can set up things. But I wanted to talk about something that was really interesting to me. I'm working with a company right now that uses Microsoft Teams, and one of the things that I have from many years ago, I was working with Plantronics, and they gave me this desk phone. So this phone is 16 years old, 15 and a half, 16 years old, built to run with Teams. And I thought, what the heck, I'll go ahead and plug it in, just see if it works. And I have to say, I was completely shocked. It works completely with Teams. I can do Teams calls, I can do interaction. I have a headset that I can put on. I have the handset that I can pick up. I can dial phone calls, and of course, I've got a speaker. So I was really shocked and surprised that, in fact, this thing still worked. Um, this is an interesting Kickstarter project. This is an oscilloscope watch, which, as you can see, is in power save mode, so I probably have to charge it. But it's an interesting thing. There's my big AI computer currently running a task for me. But I was really shocked that this Plantronics device still worked, and still works well. I've used it multiple times already in the last 3 weeks, and it works very well. So, it is what it is. USB-C hub that I added to my new work PC, which I will not show, but it is there. There is my Dell 1 and Dell 2. And then the other thing is I got for my Ploud system. So this is a case for the Ploud devices. So I have the pin and I have the backing unit. So I have that. This is a USB-C pen, which I got to take upstairs. AirPod, which I've talked about, and of course you've seen my Apple Vision Pro several times. It's interesting. There's Sadie, who is the new dog in our house. She doesn't want to go outside because her feet get wet, and she's got she's very, very sensitive to wet feet. There's the other heater down here in the basement. There's the massage chair, and there's my magical coffee pot that keeps me going during the day. Anyway, that is my technical video review. I turned on my Mac so I can upload them. I found it's easier to upload them on the Mac, and you can see I have two displays of my books currently sitting on my game table. And for those of you following along, I have set up and got the pool table operating again. I do have the part installed in the 3D printer, and I'm going to test that today to see if it works. That's my deep dive technical review. Not much technical.